What up, guys? It's me, Cameron, back with another video, and this one's going to be a prediction video for Scream 5 that doesn't even come out in theaters for another 13 months. I believe it comes out on January 22nd, which would be 5 days after my 19th birthday. Um, but yeah, I wanted to make a prediction video of 4 things. These are early predictions. I'll make another one after I see a trailer for it. I'll make one after every trailer. I assume there's probably going to be, I'd say, 2 full trailers, and then maybe I'd say 2 teasers as well, like 2 teasers that are maybe like uh 45 seconds long, 2 full-length trailers, 2.5 minutes, and I'd assume probably a snippet, a 30-second snippet, like an actual clip. But yeah, these are my 4 basic predictions for Scream 5. Alright, I'm gonna get number 1 out of the way because I think a lot of people will think this. Stu is alive. This is a theory I really don't see changing at all whatsoever, even after seeing trailers, and he's not in any of them. Um, I personally think he's alive because everyone knows, any Scream fan, however, knows Scream is my favorite horror franchise. But any Scream fan that's done any sort of research knows that he was supposed to be the main orchestrator of the attack in Scream 3. It would have been shown he would have survived Scream 1 when the TV just completely obliterated his head. I think he's alive. Now, this isn't like a full in-depth thing. Like, I don't know what he'd do. Maybe there'd be like a Cotton Weary situation from Scream 1 where we see him on TV talking in a jail cell, like, I don't know, maybe 60 Minutes with a Killer, and him being the only killer to actually survive any of the movies. But I do think he will play a role. If he is alive, there's only really 2 options I think will happen. One, he's either going to be the main killer, or 2, it's going to be a short cameo role. I don't think he'll appear in a flashback. I don't necessarily think there'll be flashbacks in there. Maybe quotes, maybe like Sidney hearing quotes from back from the first movie. But my money right now is going on he's gonna have a cameo role. I think Matthew Lillard will have a cameo role as Stu in Scream 5. That's my prediction for him. Number 2, this one's going to be a bit shocking, but I forget who it was. I don't think they're involved in the film, but they were allowed to read the script. They said that the 3 main characters are used best since they were in Scream 2. Now, I honestly think they'll be used well. That's not a knock on that, but some people can think that's alluding to them being used throughout the entire movie. I'm making a bold prediction. I think Sidney Prescott, I think she's dying. She's the opening kill. I think she's the Drew Barrymore of the situation. I think she gets axed off in the beginning of the movie. Now, I have no evidence of this happening, but the plot is about a young girl coming home to a killing, I believe. I'll pull it up here when I'm editing it. So already, I think the main characters, the big 3, are going to take um, a lesser role. But I think to really set the precedent that, wow, I really butchered that. Precedent that these new batch of characters are going to be taking over. I think Sidney Prescott, she's gonna go within the first 10-15 minutes. I think she'll be the first one to get out of there. Number 3, um, third prediction. Only one of the big 3 are gonna survive. Now, I just said Sidney's gonna die, so which one's dying as well? Dewey or Gale? I think Gale Weathers is gonna be the only surviving one of the original 3. I think Dewey's had too many close calls. I think his time's up in Scream 5. I think he will go out like a hero, though. I don't think he'll go out like how he almost did in Scream 1, where he just like walks out of the front door with a knife in his back. I think he'll go out as a hero trying to save someone, and he'll ultimately help the final girl survive and beat or kill the killer. Um, so that's what I think. I think he's going to be the other one to go, and I think Gale will survive. She seems to be the weakest out of the trio, and I think that will help her character, mostly because Nev Campbell, she's the main character. Sydney, obviously, she's the number one, and Dewey's such a well-liked character. He's obviously the number two. I think Gale will be the only survivor. Wow, survivor, and she'll go on to write another book about it. And plus, it just seems like in her character to be the one to slip away and survive. So I'm gonna go with Dewey as the other one that dies, and that Courtney Cox's character, Gale Weathers, is the only survivor of the big three. Now, this final prediction, this one's probably the most shocking. I think this one will even one up the Sydney dying right off the bat. I think TV shows will be made canon. Now, that's up for you to decide which one, the first two seasons or the third one. But I think there will be references to both of them. I think they will officially be made canon within the movies. I think there will be a one-off quote. Maybe it's from Gale. Maybe she's written another book, like I've just stated, about the other murders. I think particularly if any of them are going to get canonized, it will be season 3 because of the use of the costume. Since the first two seasons they had a different costume, different everything. I really enjoyed the TV show. I think it was fantastic. The third season really was a letdown, but it was meh at the best. It wasn't bad, but I think there was still a lot you could do with that show, and I think they will be made canon. But I don't think we'll get a resolution to that unless they renew it for a fourth season and bring back the original cast for the first two seasons. But I do think the TV show will get canonized, or at least season 3, because of the use of the costume. I think that will be another big sort of like bone that the director and the writers threw out for the fans. I think the third season of the TV show will be canonized. And with that, those are my 4 early predictions for Scream 5. If you got some of your own, drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Yeah, this is just solely based on me just thinking of cool ideas, at least for me. And, thanks to anyone who was watching, and peace.